Welcome everybody to Concerto for Folded Space. This is my Artist Share project and I'm very excited about what we're going to be putting together. This is going to be a recording session that's built around a wonderful group that I'm calling the Eclectic Electric Band. And we're going to be playing music that I'm writing that is programmatically informed by a set of science fiction stories that I've also written. I've always been a big fan of the world of sci-fi, and it's just been a blast to write these stories and to come up with some ideas that I think could translate really well into a grandiose cinematic kind of format. The interesting thing is that all the music will be groove oriented, very much influenced by a modern jazz fusion kind of funky rocked out approach, and as well as some big band textures. Even though the instrumentation is going to be smaller, I think that you'll find there's a lot of interesting textures that are going to come into place that have to do with the world of modern large jazz ensemble writing. The group that I was talking about, the Eclectic Electric Band, is made up of some marvelous people. First of all, on drums, and also going to be the producer of this project, is Stockton Helbing, one of my favorite musicians in the world, and a great producer and drummer and composer, recording artist in his own right. On bass, we will have the exciting and explosive Braylon Lacey, a wonderful musician who is going to be responsible for a lot of what happens on this recording groove-wise. The instrumentation is very different, and that's on purpose to give very interesting textures and possibilities as we paint, not only throughout the process of composition of the music, but also afterwards in the studio. The two guitarists that will be in the Eclectic Electric Band are Ryan Davidson from Canada, wonderful guitarist who was just voted the CCMA Guitarist of the Year. From right here in Dallas, Texas, Noel Johnston, another marvelous guitarist, and both of these guys are masters of not only all the basic workings of the various different kinds of guitars that can come into play, but their knowledge of gear and sound choices that can be changed and tweaked with modern technology is second to none. So it's an amazing palette that's made even bigger by the addition of Daniel Pardo, who is a great flute player here in Denton, Texas, and is known as a specialist in the entire family of flutes from multiple countries. This guy plays more flutes than I think most people even know exist. I didn't know some of these flutes were around, and these are some amazing sounds that are possible with these various types of flutes and recorders. And when you put all of this together and add three wonderful guest soloists, we really get an exciting mix. The soloists that we are going to also have on Concerto for Folded Space will be my great friend Bob Mintzer, wonderful woodwind artist and great composer, of course, in his own right, a Grammy-winning artist and leader. He will be playing on a couple of tracks, as will a wonderful piano player here from Dallas, Arlington Jones, who will be adding his wonderfully unique voice to this project as well. And I'm super thrilled to also announce that one of my heroes as a trombonist and composer will also be playing on this project as a guest artist, and that's the wonderful Jimmy Pankow from the supergroup Chicago. So we're going to have a great time, and maybe the most fun aspect about this whole thing is that you, as participants, will be on the journey with us. And that's the really cool thing about the Artist Share platform and system, is that you will be able to participate in the entire creative process and see what's happening behind the scenes, all the way from the conception of the material itself through the orchestration process, the rehearsal process, and on up into the first tracking sessions, which will take place in December, followed by the addition of the soloists in early 2014, and then a really fascinating process that involves a marvelous engineer and good friend, Phil Bulla. Phil and I in Stockton will have a great time actually composing further in the studio in the mixing process in the best tradition of George Martin and folks like that. So we're going to just have a blast with that, and you'll be in the studio with us as a participant, checking all of that out. So I look forward to working with each and every one of you and making this dream come together as a partner, as a group, and hope that you check out the entire site and see all the different levels of participation. Find one that works well with you, and I hope to be in touch with you soon as we all take this very fun journey that will be a concerto for folded space. Thanks so much.